This conference will now be recorded.
So yesterday we discussed about the type 2s, right? The types of methods. We can develop a type 2 mapping using a flag method, active flag, and we can have effective date range and versioning. And also after that we have seen the complete functionality of the sequence generator, how it is going to generate a sequence number and everything. Now today we'll see the how to develop a type 2 mapping using a effective date flag. Okay. So in type 2 we are going to maintain the current data or historical data. Current data plus historical data. So how to maintain? See, if you try to understand the requirement, first you need to split mapping into parts. If it is a new record, from the source we are getting a record. If that record is not available in the target table, we will consider that as a new record and we will insert. How to find a new record? For that we have to use a lookup transformation. We have to place a lookup on the target table. So let me go and create. As we are using a flag method, just I'm keeping it as flag. For this, the source will be employee. We are getting employee ID name location and coming to target. Let me import the target for this exercise. This is the target table. Okay. See, if you see target table structure, whatever the columns we are getting from the source, additionally we have a flag column to have the actual flag as to know whether it is a active record or old record, YRN, and a SID, surrogate key ID, sequence number. Okay, so this is my source and target. Fine. Then take a expression transformation. See, if you go to interview, each and every interview will get a question on how we will develop a type 2 mapping. So we have to explain in the same way. First I will take source qualifier, then I will place a lookup. See, here I am going to place a lookup on the target table based on the ID column, based on the employee ID. See, employee ID equal to employee ID. In the lookup, the condition will be employee ID equal to employee ID. Then from lookup, you are going to take the employee ID. You can take these two columns if you want. These are the two columns you are going to get it from the lookup table. So we will give naming as LKP underscore LKP underscore for all these columns. Okay, later we will try to get all the columns. First we will get these columns. Now after that, maybe this lookup employee ID, either you will get null value or not null value. If the source record is available, you will get a not null value. If the source record is not available in your lookup table, means you are placing lookup on your target table. The naming standards will be LKP underscore whatever the target table name. In the real time also we will use the same naming syntaxes. So from source we are taking the employee ID. Here we are checking employee ID equal to employee ID. If you have a matching record, you will get null, not null, or if you don't have a matching record, lookup will give you null. If it is null means it's a new record. So I'm going to take a filter. That filter transformation is to find out a new records. I'm going to take another filter transformation to find out the old records. See the step-by-step process. If it is a new record, what you have to do? If it is a new record, simply you have to insert that record, right? So that is what I'm doing. So connect all the source columns and take any of the lookup column. In the filter condition, in the first filter condition, I'm going to write is null. If it is null of lookup ID. Yes, if it is null, then only process that records. From there again, I'm going to take another expression transformation. See, if you want, you can take it, or from here itself, you can create a flag. Different ways you can do that. So I'm going to take a expression underscore new. Even for expression transformation, you can give a meaningful name. You're going to get that record. You're going to insert that record from source to source expression to target table, but we have a flag column. So I'm going to create a flag column here. Okay. It is a Y. See, whatever the record you are getting from the first filter, all the new records, you are going to insert all the new records into your target table. See, you are going to insert all the new records from source you are getting. All these records you are going to insert into your target table as Y, because it's a new record. We have to insert that record as a active record. Y. It's a new record. So in the expression, I'm creating an extra column. It will create a Y, then connect. Coming to SID, how you will generate a sequence number? Take the sequence generator transformation and connect. See, this is, if it is a new record, we are going to insert this record as a new record. Let's say this is a old record. Again, connect all these columns from here. Then lookup SID, lookup employee ID I am taking. Here we are trying to find out the old record. How you will find out? Not is null of not is null of lookup employee ID. Okay. Then if it is a old record, what do you have to do? See, forget about all this data. Remove everything. Day one we have executed these two records loaded into your target table. Fine. From let's say day two, you are getting a record 100 Prashant record. He moved from Hyderabad to Bangalore. Then a new phone number. Then what we have to do? If it is a old record, what we have to do? We have to insert that record also as a new record, right? See, the very first step, you are going to have three steps. In your mapping, you are going to have three steps. You are going to divide your mapping as three steps. One is insert new records. That is what I am doing. Coming to second step, insert old records. See, the second day when you are executing, let's say you are getting this record. This record, what we are doing, you are inserting as a new record again here with a new sequence number. So that is what I am doing. See, if it is a old record, again take a expression transformation. This is exp underscore old. Okay. Then take the target table instance again. Same, drag the same target table again. Right here, the instance name is, you can give a meaningful instance name, underscore new, underscore in. Insert. If you want, you can give a meaningful name. Here what we are doing in this target table instance, what we are doing, I'm going to insert old record. So old inserts I'm doing here. Fine. If it is a old record, yes, I'm going to connect all the columns. If it is a old record, how you are inserting this record? Again, you are going to insert this record as the new record only, right? See, the second day when you are executing, already I have two records in my target table. 100 Prashant, he moved from one location to another location. That record again today I'm getting from my source. When you are reading the data, that particular record is already available. Again, we are getting that customer or employees data from the same source system again. Then we are going to insert this record as a new record. That is what I'm doing. See, I'm going to insert this record as a new record. So create a column here, flag, output port, and how we are inserting this record as new record with Y only. See, I'm inserting this new record as Y and connect a sequence number. Okay. Now, after this, are we done with the mapping? We are inserting this record as new record. Are we done with our process? Now, how many records we have for Prashant? How many active records we have? After inserting this record as a new record, if you see, Prashant is having two
Two.
records. He is in Bangalore and he is in Hyderabad. What is his latest location? This is the recent record we have inserted just now, right? Whenever you are inserting a new record for customer, what about his previous record? We have to update this record flag from Y to N, right? So the third step will be update flag update. You can write update active flag from Y to N of the or update previous records active flag from Y to N. That is what we have to do, right? See, we are updating whenever we are inserting a new record for Prashant. It is our responsibility as a developer. We have to update his old record flag from Y to N. How we will update? To update, take another target table instance. Okay. Now, how to update? On what basis you will update? Let me complete this exercise. I will tell you. Take a update strategy. To update, you need an update strategy. See, I need this lookup. Now, let's say we have two records like this. Okay, let's say I have here. Now, I need to write a update statement. Tell me the update statement here. I want to update this record flag from Y to N. Update target table set flag equal to N, where employee ID equal to 100. So what it will do, this update statement, if you see what it will do, how many records it will update now?
Two records.
Two records. But which record you have to update? You have to update only 100 Prashant record only, right? This record we have to update, not two records. So instead of updating based on the employee ID, you can update your SID, surrogate key ID is the primary key, right? See, like this, you can write an update statement where SID equal to 1. So that is the reason I'm going to drag this lookup SID here, here. From here, I am taking this lookup SID. Now, what is the flag you have to update? Flag N. See, I'm going to create a old flag. If you want, you can take another expression transformation. You can do that. But I'm going to take it from here to here. Okay. Connecting. See, this value I'm connecting and the flag just I'm connecting. In the update strategy, the condition will be dd underscore update. Okay. Now see, now this record flag is going to update. Fine. Let's say you're going to execute your job in day 3. Please understand the concept. You are going to execute your job in day 3. Okay. When you are executing your job in day 3, let's say 100 Prashant again he moved from Bangalore to USA. He went to USA after some point of time. Then when you are trying to insert this record, when you are trying to execute this mapping, what will happen? This is the data you are going to get from the source, right? This is the record you are going to get it from the source. Please understand, you are executing this job on the third day. See, this is the data you are getting from your source. Okay. When you are executing this job from your source, how many records you have in your target table? Let's say these 3 records I have in my target table. The set of 3 records will you have in your target table. So the set of 3 records will come into the lookup cache, right? Then you are going to compare 100 equal to 100. How many matching records we have here? How many match? See, the third day when you are executing, customer can have 1 active records and many inactive records, right? Getting? Customer is having, this is the active record of Prashant and this is his old record. Let's say today you are executing your job. Again, you are going to get this data. So what is your requirement? What you want to do? What you need to do? So your expectation will be, this is your target table. Let's say this is your target table. What you will do? You will try to insert this record as this record, and this record flag you are going to check, insert it as a Y, and you have to update this record flag from Y to N, right? Agree? Is that clear? Simple, right? Again, if Prashant is going to change, again you will have new record for Prashant here with Y. And what about this record? Whenever you are inserting a new record for Prashant, automatically the existing record flag you have to change from Y to N, right? But here if you see your mapping, this is your source data and this is your existing target table data you are getting. You are going to compare 100 equal to 100. What will happen when you are having lookup policy on multiple matches? What is the condition of lookup policy on multiple matches? See, if lookup here, if you see 100 equal to 100, how many records we have? How many records are matching? 2 records are matched. So Informatica will take this record or this record. Hello? See, you're going to get this record into the expression. See, this record you are going to get into the expression transformation. If you see lookup ID, you will get 100. Coming to lookup SID, which one you have to take? You have to take the first or third record. Let's say you are going to take the first record. What will happen? This is the record you are taking. See, lookup policy, what will happen? First point, lookup on multiple conditions. What is the option we have seen? Why lookup is a passive transformation? Lookup policy on multiple matches by default use any value, or you can configure to first value or last value, or if you configure to report error, your Informatica job will fail, but we have to take any value. So will you configure to use first value or last value, or use any value? Hello? Hello? See, this is your target table data. This is the data you are getting into the expression transformation. When you are getting this data, 100 equal to 100, let's say it is taking this value, this SID value you are getting. Based on this SID value, here we are trying to update, right? But we have to take this value. So instead of getting all the records into your lookup cache, first of all, are you getting any questions so far? Hello?
Yes, sir.
See, what this is the important actually. That is the reason I am explaining. See, uh, when you are running third day or fourth day, see, whenever you are going to insert Prashant record one more time here, then what you have to do, you have to update this record flag from Y to N, right? So here, when you are executing normally, what will happen, right? Lookup is going to get all the records from into your cache. Then what is the purpose of getting Prashant record? Active record and inactive record. Let's say going forward, Prashant is going to have 100 records. Sampath is going to have 10 records. Some other customer or employee is going to have 20 records. See, whenever you are dealing with type 2 tables, customer will have current record as one and many old records you will have. Historical data. We are talking about historical data, right? The type 2 itself, it's a current data plus historical data. So whenever you are trying to get this data from the lookup cache, don't get all the records, only get active records. So for this purpose, I am going to add here filter condition as, what is the column name we have in the target table? Flag. See, flag equal to y. Y means, see, if you don't have that flag equal to y condition, what will happen? You are going to get unnecessarily, you are going to get all the old record also into your lookup cache. Now, let's say you are not going to get the old record. Always you will get the active records only, right? Customers active record 100 equal to 100. Yes, I will always have only single matching record. The matching records SID you have to take number 3 or number 4 or number 5 sequence ID. Based on that sequence ID, you are going to update back your, see how you are updating based on the sequence ID you are updating. See, from where you are getting the sequence ID, I am going to get the sequence ID from the lookup table. This sequence ID we are getting. If you don't have this concept, what will happen? Let's say if you are having these two records are coming into the cache, you are not configuring properly. Lookup policy on multiple match, either it will take the first value or last value. What will happen? You are going to take this SID. So this value is coming into the picture. This is a record you are coming. So you are going to insert this record as a new record. Again, you are going back and you are updating. See, whenever you are inserting this record as Y, see, the third day you are executing. So what will happen? You are going to insert this record to here as a Y. Okay. And the sequence ID automatically will get 4. Now, what is the record we have to update? Which records flag we have to update from Y to N? This records flag we have to update, right? See, whenever you are inserting a new record for Prashant, his previous active record, what is his previous active record? The third record we have to update from Y to N. But again, you are going back and you are updating like this. Then what will happen? Prashant is going to have two records. So here what you have to do, you have to update this active record flag from right to N. The condition should be equal to 3, where SID equal to 3. How you will write this condition, how to get this SID into your update strategy? So you have to get, instead of getting all the records, only get the active records like this. Then you will get this SID. Based on this, you can update this flag from Y to N. Make sense? Clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Everyone clear? See, whenever you are inserting a record for Prashant here, then his previous active record. See, let's say I'm going to insert one more Prashant record. Prashant. He is in US only, but he changed his phone number. Then it is his active record. Immediately, whenever you are treating this record is as customer's active record, then what about his previous record? This record flag we have to change from N to N. So to update his previous record flag from Y to N, instead of getting all the data into your lookup cache, only get active records by using a filter condition. So we will discuss in the coming classes why we are writing active flag equal to Y. I mean, Y means this is the reason how to write the lookup overrides and all. We'll see coming classes. So this is all about mapping. Any questions?
No, sir.
See, this is the PPT. This is source qualifier. Then we are placing lookup on the target table based on the employee ID equal to employee ID, the condition. Then we have a expression. We are taking all the source columns and columns from the lookup. Right? We have two filters to find out the new records and old records. This is heart of Informatica. If you are clear with type 1 and type 2, you are a Informatica developer. Okay, many people will have a lot of confusion even with 3 years of experience or 5 years of experience. They will have a lot of confusions with the SCD type 2. So if it is a new record, we are going to insert that new record into your target table with a flag Y, and we are going to connect a sequence generator. If it is a old record, again the old record we are going to insert into your target record as new record. After that, using update strategy, the customer's previous active record flag, we have to change it from Y to N using DD update. This is our mapping. Okay. We have two records on our source and we have 0 records in our target table. Now I am going to execute my mapping. Okay. I have 0 records in my target table and now I am going to execute this. Whenever you are executing, the very first step will be your lookup is going to create a cache. Even last week, one of the interview they are asking what is the first step when you are executing mapping. What is the first step? First step is always lookup is going to create a cache. I have 0 records in my target table, so it is going to create a 0 records cache, empty records. Then you are going to read first record from source to source qualifier. You are getting that record. Then you are sending that record to lookup 100 equal to 100. It is checking based on the existing employee ID condition. 100 equal to 100. We don't have a matching record. Our lookup is empty. So you will get null values. Simple. Your looking up for 100 equal to 100, we don't have a matching record, means that record is not there in the target table. If the record is not there in the target table, you are going to consider that record as a new record. So that record will come to first filter is null. Yes, here it is going to satisfy. Same record will come to the second flow also. So here the condition is not null. We are trying to process only old records from the second filter. So this record will be dropped. Whatever the record satisfied in the first filter, it will go to the next expression. We are going to create a value. Sequence ID will give you 1, and these are the values we are getting from the expression. This record we are inserting as a new record into your target table. Same way, 101 Anil record also will be inserted. The very first day we are executing, you are getting 2 records from source, and you have 0 records in your target table. All the 2 records, as per your mapping logic, all the 2 records you are treating as a new records. Then you are inserting into your table. We are done with first day run. Any questions so far? Are we good? Fine. Now the same mapping you are going to execute your job on second day. See, let's say this is the data. You can able to see, right? Second day we are getting 102 Sai Hyderabad. This is my source table data, and 100 Kiran Chennai. Kiran moved from previously was in Hyderabad location. Now we are getting a record from source with the Chennai location. Means Kiran moved to a different location. This record we are getting, and we are getting 1 record. So simple. From source we are getting 2 records. Out of 2 records, one is a new record and one is a existing record. Now I am going to execute the same mapping. The very first step will be lookup is going to create a cache with target table data. In the target table I have 2 records. The set of 2 records are coming into the cache. Then you are going to read first record 102. You are getting 102, 102 equal to 102. See, it will go, it will check. We don't have a matching record, so you are getting null value, means you are going to treat this record as a new record. From the old filter it will be dropped. From the new filter it will go to next level. It will come to the expression 102 Sai Hyderabad, and expression is generating a out record with flag Y. And see, already the sequence ID in the first run yesterday we have seen, right? It is generated 1 2. It will generate 2 plus 1, increment by 1 3. So this record will be inserted into your target table. After this, you are going to read the 100 Kiran Chennai record from the source. This record is going and comparing against your lookup cache. 100 equal to 100. Yes, I have a matching record. So 100 Kiran Chennai record, this customer's record is already available in the target table. So if it is available, what I have to do? So the customer, see the matching records SID I am going to take. See the one from where you are getting this value, 100 Kiran Chennai. These are the values from the target table. See 100 Kiran Chennai Hyderabad, 100 Kiran Chennai you are getting from the source, and 100 Kiran Hyderabad you are getting from the lookup, because I have a matching record in the lookup cache. That matching record values, all the columns I am taking. Now this record will go to your first filter. Here it is coming. Here the condition is only we are trying to process new records. So the condition is not satisfying, not is null. The record will be dropped, and the same record will be processed from the second filter. As here the condition is we are trying to check for not nulls. Yes, lookup SID value is 100. It's a not null value. This record is going to satisfy here. It will go to next filter. Sorry, next expression, from the filter to expression. See, if you see expression, we are getting the value ID. The one is nothing but SID. Why we are taking this SID? For the update purpose. Many people will get confused. Why I need to take the lookup SID? See how, on what basis you will update this record flag from Y to N? Based on the SID flag. That value we are going to pull it from the lookup. This record will go to expression. Expression is in the expression you can create any many flags, y flag, n flag. So you are connecting active flag y, and sequence ID is going to generate. Already third record is created, right? It is going to give 3 plus 1 4. See, then this record you are going to insert it as a new record. After this, the new record we are inserting, the old record also we are inserting. See, SCD type 3 only two steps. If it is a new record, go and insert. If it is a old record, yes, again go and insert. After inserting this record, the one more step is the previous record's active flag. So where is the previous record? See, what is the previous record? SID 1. Take that one, and no need to connect 100 also. Just I have connected here, and the active flag equal to n. Based on this, your update strategy is going to generate a statement like update target table set flag equal to n, where SID equal to 1. Based on this, it is going to update. See here, it is going to update your target table flag from y to n like this. Clear? Any questions? This is the data flow. When you are executing your mapping, the step by step, what is happening? You are getting a record from source. It will go and it will be compared against your target table. What record I have to update, on what basis I have to update, SID and everything. And when you are running third time and fourth time, as I mentioned here, right? When you are running the third time, see how many records we have for Kiran, 100 Kiran Chennai Y and 100 Kiran Hyderabad N. Instead of reading all that 100 Kiran, we have two records. Instead of reading two records into your cache, only out of four records, only get three records into your lookup cache. Only get active records. Then do the comparison and proceed your mapping. Clear? Any questions? Can I execute this mapping now? Before executing, any questions? Now go and create a workflow. After creating a session, task, check where is your source table and see target table instances. This is important. Yesterday we did, right? We have three target table instances. Yes, we need to give a meaningful names. See here we are going to insert here new records. Here we are going to insert old records. Here we are going to update. So I'm going to give a meaningful target table instance name as update. Okay, save it. Now go to your session and refresh. Why we need to give a meaningful names? Because we are going to configure the sessions. See how many targets we have? Three target instances we have. We are going to configure, because our target table is defined with primary keys. First we have to configure to load using the normal mode. Bulk mode will not support. Then here we have three target tables. Into this target table, what we are doing? We are doing only inserts. So unblack, update as update and delete. Only keep inserts. Coming to here, yes, in this target table also we are doing only inserts. Coming to update flag instance, here what we are doing? We are doing update. See, there is an option update as insert. If you configure update as insert, updated record also will be inserted. Update else insert. Using a single update strategy, you can write if, based on you can write a condition, right? Sometimes in the update strategy, if dpt number equal to 10, then dd insert, else dd underscore update. We can write condition like this. Instead, without using a filter transformation, in the update strategy itself, you can write if department number equal to 10 or active flag equal to some y or something. You have to do dd insert else dd update. In this case, you are doing insert cells update. So into the same target table. Few records we are inserting and few records we are trying to update. In that case, we will configure update else inserts, because a record is coming into the update strategy transformation. That record you are trying to do either insert or updates, right, based on the condition. If the dept column is 10 or flag equal to y, then do the dd insert else dd update, then we will configure as update else insert. Here we are doing only update. So update as update and treat source rows as data driven. Treat the data as it is. Apply. Okay. See, start workflow. It is failed. Why? Why it is failed? It is giving 0. Try to get the session log. See, 0 means your integration service not able to communicate with your databases. It is not created a session log. The reason is we have not provided a connecting string value for the lookup. Where is your lookup? It is pointing to $target. Where is your lookup? Lookup table is in the Oracle database or Teradata or Netezza, whatever it is. So connect the connecting string. Where is your lookup table? That is the reason it is created a, it is failed with 0. Again, start your workflow. See, get run properties. How many records we have from source? It is 0 records inserted and 2 records it went to old and update. Why? We have previously loaded data. Yesterday we have executed some data, right? So let me delete existing data in the target table. We have previously loaded data. So that is the reason the very first time we are executing. So let me delete all the data. In the source table, see, these are the 2 records we have in the source table. Let me put it here. See, the very first day we are executing, we have only 2 records in my source table and your target is empty. Okay. Now try to execute your job. Okay. Now try to execute your job. Again, it is inserting. Something wrong. It is inserting and it is updating. Are we checking the same target? Okay. See, there is a one more session actually. It is scheduled from March 7th folder. It is also inserting the data. So let me first unschedule this app. So for the previous batch, right? See the table, we have scheduled this workflow. Okay. Now again, let me delete the data. Okay. See, same table. See, from if you see some other workflow is scheduled, and this is also trying to update the same target table. You are trying to execute parallelly the backend. It is executing same time. See, 650, 650, 48. Every 5 minutes we schedule to run on every 5 minutes. That is the reason. Okay, let me run the job again. See, from source we are getting two records. That set of two records we are treating it as a new record, and as per the mapping logic, the two records inserted into your target table. Go and query your target table. We have a sequence ID of 24, 25 because already many times we have executed, right? So that is the reason it is starting from taking from 24 and 25. See, that is fine, whatever the sequence number. See, we have inserted, let's say day 2. If you are going to execute this job, what will happen? The same set of records we are getting from the source. What will happen again? The same set of records will go on, will be inserted as a new record, because in our mapping logic we are not comparing the next level logic, right? In type 1 we did. If it is a new record, insert. If it is a existing record, we are not checking whether any column is changed, any location or phone number columns are changed or not. We are not going to check that logic. So simply, if it is a existing record, blindly it will go and it will insert it as a new record. Again, try to execute this app. Fine. New records, it is not going to there. Sorry, we are in a different folder. See, from source we are getting two records. Let me close this. Okay. From source we are getting two records. All two records are existing records. Simply it is going and it is inserting as a new record, as well as the set of two records also updating. Go and check your target table now. Why data is not coming? It is inserted, right? Two records and it is updated. Let me restart the job. My bad, we are in March 7th folder and we are executing. Sorry, we opened that folder, right? So we are executing. Let me start workflow from here. Now go and check your target table. See, we have executed from a different mapping. So the sequence IDs is taking from the previous one. Don't worry, you will get the proper sequence number if you execute from the same mapping. So that is the reason, to avoid all this, we will use reusable sequence generator transformations going forward. Any questions? Now, so tomorrow we'll see if it is a existing record, how to check. Let's say in the real time you are going to get hundreds of columns. So how to compare record to record, whether the source record is matching with, see, the record is available, fine. If it is available, simply blindly without checking for the column changes, we are going back and we are treating it as a new up, existing record, and we are inserting and we are updating the flag. Before inserting, if there is no change in the record, see, we are getting a record from the source, but the existing target record and your source records are same. There is no change. Then we need to ignore that record. Instead of going back and updating, unnecessarily maintaining historical data, there is no change. No need to insert it as a another set of another, no need to treat it as a new record, so we can ignore it. How to do ignore? So how many ways? In type 1 we have compared, right? Column 1, column 2, column 3, source record and lookup record. Instead of doing, there is a function called md5. We can concatenate 100 columns in a single shot, and we can do, you will have more performance in the real time. If you go to interview, there is a chance, have you used md5, what is the advantage of md5 and everything, we'll discuss in tomorrow class. Any questions for today? If you want, you can delete the complete data, because we have executed from different folders, right? Let me delete existing data from the target table. Fine. Do a commit. And coming to the sequence generated transformation, already it has generated a few sequence numbers, right? See, so delete this sequence generator and add a new sequence generator. So you will get it will start from the again new sequence, just for your testing purpose. Then connect, save it. Now refresh your mapping. Okay. Now you have only 2 records in your source table, and you have 0 records in your target table. See, now execute your job. Set of 2 records as inserted. Now go and query your target table. Fine. The set of 2 records are inserted. Now go and insert. If you want, you can, just for testing purpose, you can insert one more record here. You can insert one of our student data, maybe 1 or 2. Riaz is joining in Hyderabad location with a phone number. Okay, I'm going to insert a new record into my source table. Commit. Right from the source, if you want, you can delete 1 record and you can update, just to test, check your or one of the records flag. Update. I'm updating source table for just for testing purpose. Update source table. Set phone number equal to set. Update set phone number equal to where employee ID equal to 101. I'm updating my phone number here. Okay, 1 record updated. See, if you see your source table data, this is my source table data. The day 2 when you are executing, this is my source table data. And coming to target table data, this is your target table data. Day 1 you have executed. Before executing day 2 job, I'm doing some modifications to my source table. Now if you see, from source you are getting this data 101 101, both the records are available, right? But Sampath phone number is changed. There is a change in phone number column for Sampath. Coming to Prashant record, there is no change. Coming to Ria's record, it's a new record. Now execute. As we don't have the next level logic, if the record is matching, we have not implemented that logic yet, right? Again, we will insert this record as well as this record also. Now start your job. See how many records we got it from source? 3 records. Out of 3 records, one is a new record. It got inserted. Remaining set of 2 records are existing records. One record, there is a change in the column, phone number column, and another record, it's as it is record. As we don't have the next level logic, if it is an existing record, blindly it is inserting. Now go and query your target table. This is the data. See, we need to check how the logic is implementing. 101 Sampath record. Yes, 101 Sampath, it is inserted as a Y record. 100 Prashant, it is inserted as a Y record. Ria's record as inserted as a new record, and previous records flag updated from Y to N. Now we can add the logic. If the same record is going to get, going forward, even Prashant record will not go for updated flow as a existing record, and there is no change in any of the column, then we need to ignore that logic. We will incorporate tomorrow. Clear? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, so this PPT will give you clear understanding of the data flow from source to target, how the data is flowing, record by record, the step by step process of mapping you will understand easily. Even though it's not a complex mapping, it's a common mapping across the project. We are going to develop this, so you have to understand. First, you have to split the mapping into 3 parts. If it is a new record, even explanation also will be easier for you. When you go to interview, definitely you will get a question on, can you explain a type 2? Yes, I will take the source, I will place a lookup on the target table. After that, I will check for the new. I will try to find whether it is a new record or old record. If it is a new record, I will try to insert. If it is a old record, yes, the existing record also I will insert. After inserting the existing record, the customer's previous active record flag I will change from Y to N. How you will get the previous customer's active record flag? Using lookup filter condition where active flag equal to Y. These are the basic important steps while you are developing lookup SCD. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your time. We'll catch tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.